Self-care videos are some of my favorite videos to watch. They are so relatable, and I wanted to go ahead and film my own. So here you see me in my home gym. I have a preference of working out in the comfort of my own home versus going to a public gym for obvious reasons. I find that I'm actually way more disciplined and structured when it comes to working out at home. And I just find that I'm able to get a lot done, not having to worry about the drive time or wiping down machines. I'm just in and I'm out. So I've been working out for 3 weeks now, and I've made a plan for myself and I'm sticking to it. And the little changes that I see in my body are worth it. If you're not aware, I have alopecia and I shave my head every 5 to 7 days to ensure my scalp does not become inflamed, tender to touch, or flaky. I then vacuum immediately after to calm my anxiety, with all the hair being on the bathroom counter and floors. I also knew I would be spending a lot of time completing my self-care routine in the bathroom, so I threw in a few steps to tidy my space before preparing for the rest of my routine. We recently did a few bathroom renovations, designed by me of course, and I love the finished result. It's very easy to keep everything nice and clean and organized. And the stainless steel sinks were just the perfect touch for the design. So I'm gonna light a candle, set the mood, and take a little mini break before we begin this routine. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower. Now, this is just a mini shower routine. I start off by washing my head first. So even though I'm bald, I still like to wash my hair. I just don't use shampoo. My dermatologist actually recommended that I use a face wash instead. So that is what I do. And for the rest of my body, I use a Dove Sensitive Body Wash. I actually love cleansing my face in the shower. I find that I can be as messy as I want and it won't get on the counters or floors. So when it comes to skincare, I double cleanse, which means I clean my face at least twice before applying skincare. Okay, so my after shower routine is all about moisture in the wintertime, and I try to make sure I focus on moisture and smelling good. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this oil and also this Vaseline to my skin, and I'll follow that up with a perfume that was purchased by my husband, of course. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that like so. All right, so on top of the oil, I'm gonna add a shea butter on top of my skin for some additional moisture to protect me from the winter elements. So I'm gonna very gently rub this into the skin and all over, and then I'm gonna move on to the next step. Okay, so now we're getting into my eyebrow routine. Now, my eyebrow routine has changed over the years. I used to use a stencil like the one I have here, but now I just kind of freestyle the entire process. This process took me quite a while, but I trimmed the video to a nice duration so that it's not too much to watch, but it's just enough to give you a realistic glimpse into what I do for my entire eyebrow routine. For me, when I'm doing my eyebrow routine, I have to do one eye and then mimic the same behavior on the other eye. That is just how it works for me. So I'm just gonna take you through the routine. As you can see, I've outlined both of my eyebrows with a white pencil. And next I'm gonna take my glue, and the glue just allows me to really outline what it is that I wanna cut off and the shape and the curvature of how I want my eyebrows to be arched. Once the glue dries down a little bit, then I'm gonna go into the cutting process. For as long as I can remember, I've been getting complimented on my eyebrows for my entire life. I've always had thick, bushy eyebrows, and sometimes I would make them thin, sometimes I would keep them thick, but I kind of like them at a medium thickness, and I only cut off just a little bit at the top and around the arch just to again keep the shape and the curvature of the arch that I like. But overall, my routine is very minimal and it's not too much that I have to do to my eyebrows. Here, I'm applying a vitamin E oil to my skin. I find that this is the best oil for dermaplaning. And for me, this allows for a smooth makeup application, and it also brightens up my skin. And I just love the feel of my skin once this process is complete. So I'm going in with this razor I purchased off of Amazon. It's specifically for the face and dermaplaning. And I'm just gonna start to trim the hair all over my face. Now, I do not dermaplane underneath my eyes just because that's a very sensitive area, so I steer clear of my under eyes. So if you don't already know, I'm a huge fan of dermaplaning. I think this is a ritual that you should include in your routine if you haven't already, and I love it. Before I start my skincare routine, I like to very deeply cleanse my hands in preparation for applying any products to my face. So I'm going in with this proactive exfoliator and I'm just gonna exfoliate my skin. I do a double exfoliation, once in the shower and once outside of the shower. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that in very, very quickly. So I have to get that product off of my eyebrows and as much dirt off of my skin as possible. So now I want to go in with this exfoliating device. I've used this in a previous video. If I can find a link, I will link it down below. But it has 3 modes, and the mode I'm using is the lifting mode. And a shocker, I've purchased this off of Amazon as well. And it works very, very well at exfoliating the skin. So I'm just going to do a couple of strokes of this and work it all over the skin. Now, the purpose of the toner for me is to completely clear and clean up my skin from any dirt or debris that may still linger on the surface of my skin. And this is just going to ensure that there is nothing left over on top of my skin after washing my face. So as you can see, it's clean and we're good to go into the skincare products. So I'm going to take this black roller here, and this is just going to open up my pores and prepare my skin for the products I'm going to apply to it. And now I've shared my skincare routine in previous videos. It's very simplistic in nature. Everything has a purpose, and I just want to be as gentle with my face as possible and to make sure that the products that I am applying to my skin are necessary and make my skin feel good at the end of the day. Of course, I can share a more in-depth video of my skincare routine to elaborate more on the products themselves. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and allow you guys to sit and watch a couple of clips of this process. Teasing all day, and when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turn into morning dew, then you feel it freshening. Okay, so moisturizer is the last step of my routine. I'm gonna go in and do a facial massage with my Gasha. So I've been using Gasha for at least maybe 2 years at this point, maybe a little less, but I love to massage my face with this tool. I find that it just relieves pressure in my jaw, and overall it just feels really good at the end of the process. So I'm just gonna massage this in longer than I'm showing you on camera, 5 minutes or so, no more than 10 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna fix my eyebrows, and here you see me going in with my Fenty gloss just to add to the lips. This just creates just a little bit of shine and, you know, just something without doing too much. All right, next I'm gonna focus on products that I use to manage my alopecia, and this product here was recommended to me by my dermatologist. And this product smells like alcohol, and I'm not sure if there's some association with alcohol, but it goes away pretty quickly. But it definitely has had a huge effect on breakouts that I have on my head. So yeah, then I follow up with my foam as well. And this foam I've showed you in a previous video. It just really helps to manage any sort of like dandruff that I may have on my scalp or buildup. It just really helps to manage that very, very well. All right, and of course, once that entire process is done, I like to go ahead and put everything in the container that it belongs in. In this case, this is my facial container, and I'll sanitize it maybe later or the next day before I use it. So I'm trying a new lash routine, and I wanted to go ahead and order a few products from Amazon. So that is what you see me placing on the table here. I have a couple of patterns that I was interested in. Here's one and here is the other, although I kind of just decided to freestyle the entire process. This is the glue that I'm going to use. It has the glue on one end, and then it has the sealant on the other end so that it's not leaving your lashes sticky with the glue, and it just seals everything in. These lashes, I kept them on for maybe 3 days, but I could have easily went maybe 7 to 10 days, I want to say. The process is a little choppy for me because this is my first time trying this glue out and trying this technique, but I definitely loved the results. But of course, I've tried it a couple times after this, and it only gets better with time. So trust me on that. But overall, these lashes are very, very natural. They look so amazing in person. And I do feel like I should have maybe used a lash mascara underneath to camouflage the white lines. But overall, I love the lashes. All right, so once again, we're going to do a little mopping session just to make sure everything is sanitized and the space is clean. So I decided to take a break and I'm just pouring myself some cranberry elderberry juice. I typically drink 100% cranberry juice, but I decided to give this one a try and I actually love the bitter taste of this. Now, I don't drink wine that often, honestly. I'm much more of a health driven person, so this for sure is a go-to for me at night when I'm just trying to wind down and I'm not really looking for something to eat but just to relax and sip. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick load of laundry. I also like to try and do the dishes as much as possible as I can at night so that when I wake up to a nice clean kitchen. And if you haven't noticed, my kitchen has been renovated and it has changed quite significantly. And if I can post a before picture, I'll definitely put it in, but if not, I'll show it in another video. But I love my new sink. As you can see, it's just one sink. It's not divided into two. I'm so excited to use this kitchen. It is absolutely a dream. All right, I also ordered these stools from Amazon as well, and they came beautifully packaged and very good quality. So I love that as well. So yeah, I've just been on the up and up of just trying to get to the point of decorating the house. So we'll see how that goes. So with my shaving routine, I actually have been enjoying shaving outside of the shower versus in the shower. So I like to take my time. All right, this just prevents me from having a whole lot to do while I'm in the shower. So here I'm going to go ahead and use my foot massager. I'm just going to massage it for maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. I did go ahead and apply some polish to my nails as well. And to set the night off and to leave a good fragrance in the air for in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and set my diffuser with this nice warm scent and leave it on for about 6 hours. And I decided to wrap up the night with a nice warm hot bath. So that is what you see me doing here. My husband helped me put the movie on so I can watch it while he dims the lights. And I'm just going to relax in here for about 45 minutes to an hour. All right, so this is your reminder to not skip your next self-care day. So take care of yourself and make sure your cup is full and not empty. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.